It is mailbag time here at Chat Sports. I am your host, Tom Downey, answering all of your guys' questions on the NFL. We're going to get things going with a super chat from Burnin Spades, our Falcons super fan here. Shout out, y'all. Atlanta takes Pitts at 4, trade early second round to add picks, draft Farley in the 3rd or late 2nd, take Mond or Trask day 3. Thoughts? Who's the best fit? If you can pull it off, I love the idea. I genuinely have no idea where Farley goes. And if Farley is there in the 3rd round, I am not sure you want him at that point. Like at that point, back might be really bad. Mond or Trask day 3? Sure. Mond has higher upside. Trask is a better player right now. But if you want to try and develop one of those guys, sure. I'd say probably Mond and gamble on the upside as opposed to, just trying to take what I think is a higher floor, lower ceiling guy in Kyle Trask. From ReedmasterJake, is Jaycee Horn a legit option for Dallas at 10? I think it is. I don't think that he is going to be the preferred option at 10, but I do think that is a possible outcome for the Cowboys with that 10th overall pick. They'd rather have Surtain, I believe, maybe even a lineman or Kyle Pitts too. But I think Horn is in that top 5, top 6 of realistic targets and options for the Cowboys in round 1. From Jay with, what can the Broncos do to compete next year? Get better quarterback play. And that could mean Drew Lock improves. But unless they get better quarterback play, it's not going to matter for Denver. So whether it's Lock, a rookie, somebody else, a veteran, they must get better play out of the most important position. All right, from Mariners fan, should Seattle sign Richard Sherman and draft Quinn Meinerz? I like the idea of going Meinerz. Would probably have to be in round 2, especially if Creed Humphrey and Landon Dickerson are off the board. So sure. As for Sherman, I'm open to it. I'm not sure that's the best fit right now, but if it's cheap, I'm not going to say no. From Brad Williams, one player the Dolphins should not draft at 18. That's a common name. I don't want to take Najee Harris. I think he's going to be a good football player. I don't want a running back, though. That is a very premium pick to spend on a back. I'd rather spend one in round 2, even if it's a lesser player. And I'll throw in Gregory Rousseau as well. I just don't think he's going to be that good in the NFL. At least he's not going to be good early. He needs a lot of development. The sack numbers deceive you as to how good he actually was last year in Miami. Now it's your turn. Give me a name. Who do you guys not want your team to draft? Who are you desperately hoping and crossing your fingers that your favorite team does not take in round 1? Get your votes in for me. This question, by the way, is the pinned comment on today's video. From T-Man, should the Seahawks draft Amari, Rodgers, or bring back Paul Richardson Jr.? I'd probably go Rodgers, because at this stage of his NFL career, I think Paul Richardson is about cooked. Yes, he's fast. I just don't think he's going to be a good player anymore. You bring him back cheap one-year deal, sure. He's probably closer to Philip Dorsett, though, than what you're hoping for. From Daniel Sharp, what is wrong with Deshaun Watson? Lots of things. For starters, things are not great right now for Deshaun Watson. The updates here as we sit here filming is there continue to be more and more accusations around Deshaun Watson and massage therapists, and there have been multiple lawsuits and some information has been filed with the police allegedly, and there's just all kinds of bad things for Deshaun Watson, and there's so many of them, it doesn't look good. We will let the cases in the system play itself out, but I think there's a very real chance from an NFL perspective, which is what you guys are here for, it's an NFL show, of course, that Watson is suspended on the commissioner's exempt list to open up the 2021 season. From James Luce, could Clowney come back to Seattle? I don't think so. I think that bridge is kind of just burnt at this point. I think Clowney ends up somewhere else. Like, it's a fun idea, but frankly, Seattle, you kept Carlos Dunlap, you kept Benson Mayowa, you added Kerry Hyder. Edge rusher is not a need. So at that point, why bother bringing him in? Now, traditional news media, folks, it is very much dead. And as a result, I myself have done a very poor job of keeping updated with what's actually going on locally. I have a nice little sports bubble, and that's the news I get. That was a problem until I got the Newsbreak app. And you can download it and support the show and be more educated like me by downloading it using our link, chatsports.com/CowboysNB. Or excuse me, chatsports.com/Newsbreak. My bad. Chatsports.com/Newsbreak. It's right there at the bottom of your screen, which I apparently can't read. Download it today. Helps out the show and helps you guys actually stay in the know with what's going on around your community. To make your lives even easier, folks, I will make sure that link, chatsports.com/Newsbreak, gets put both in the comment section and in the description. That way, all you have to do is click it and download. You will get local news and weather, politics, some food, some pop culture, and sports content from us here at Chat Sports. All available at the touch of a finger in the app. Download it today, chatsports.com/Newsbreak. From Timothy Mullen, how have the character concerns of Micah Parsons impacted his draft stock? I know it might kill less come out of this questionable pass coverage. We see him similarly then. The truth of the answer is I don't know. We will find out on draft night. If Micah Parsons goes like top 10, didn't affect him. If he starts to slide a little bit, then okay. Teams had some concerns. So, in general, the character concern stuff, at least for me, ends up being like a red flag of like, hey, keep this in mind, but I don't have the same information that NFL teams do as it relates to that. So because of it, it's a bit of an unknown. Gary Sanderson, besides Baker and Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, what quarterback needs a new contract that will make the Dak deal look not as bad? I mean, first off, you named 3 of them. So that's a pretty significant portion of the NFL. That's like 10% already due for a new contract. Beyond that, some of the other guys are due for new deals in the near future. Aaron Rodgers is probably due for a new one. Russell Wilson going to get a new contract. Probably not Jared Goff or Carson Wentz. But every couple years, about 2 or 3 guys that get a new contract. So be patient. It's going to come in the very near future. From Rashard Lee, who are your top 5 quarterbacks in the NFC? All right. In no particular order, because I don't want to get anyone mad at me too much here. You have Aaron Rodgers. You have Russell Wilson. I'm going to throw in probably Tom Brady in there, at least for now. Dak Prescott is in there. And then your 5th guy is probably not Kirk Cousins. It's not Fitz. It's not Matt Ryan. Kyler Murray. Matt Stafford, somewhere there. Spooner Sam goes, Kyler Murray, duh. Murray was not good on 3rd downs last year. Like, it was bad. Yeah, it's the most important down. Like, I think Kyler's going to be good, but the breakout has not happened yet. At the end of next year, it might be Kyler in that top 5. I think I'd actually go Stafford or Matt Ryan would be my 5th option there. Now, we got NFL videos every single day. Not just these mailbags we're doing, but also news, rumors, mock drafts, free agency, draft, everything you possibly want is all available here at Chat Sports. So if you haven't already, hit that big red button and subscribe. The link, you see it right there, bottom of your screen, youtube.com/chatsportstv. Subscribe today and join us for videos every single day around everything you could ever want in the NFL. Alexander Garcia, what is the lowest round the Seahawks could draft a wide receiver, or a running back, excuse me, who would it be? I mean, round 7, right? At that point, you're looking at someone like a Jarrett Patterson from Buffalo. I think they take someone earlier, but potentially they pass altogether and could just like bring back James Conner. Super chat from Burnin Spades. Lael fell in the draft would be similar to Farley falling. So, no. The difference here is that Lael Collins fell because of a late developing off-the-field issue. By the time we got to day 3, teams didn't really know yet what was going to happen or what was really going on. So because of that, Leal also went, I don't want to get drafted. I want to go undrafted. So Collins asked for it. Farley, meanwhile, the NFL teams will have the medical information. Because of that, we will know where he goes. So I don't think it's quite the same comparison there. From Brian, see the Raiders the favorite to get Sherman. Who do the Raiders take in round 1? I would say maybe a safety in Trevon Merrick. An offensive lineman, be it Christian Darrisaw, Tevin Jenkins. Maybe an impact defensive piece. As for Sherman, it's possible. I don't know who the favorite is. Maybe it ends up being the Jets after all. From Joffrey, as my friend Mitchell Renz likes to say, so the Chiefs trade up for Christian Darrisaw. If he starts to fall, I don't mind it actually. I like Darrisaw a lot. He is a very good football player, can be a starting left tackle in the NFL, fills a big-time need. The question is, can he get in the top 20? I think that's what I have to do. Top 20 for him? Kind of expensive for KC. Speaking of trade-ups, who do you guys want to go get? Let me know in the comments section. What player are you itching for your favorite team to go up and get? Let me know in the comments section. From Fried Rice, thoughts on Greg Newsome, the cornerback from Northwestern, if he goes to Arizona? It would be a bit early for me, but it would fill a big-time need. I have a round 1/round 2 grade on Newsome, so not that much early. I'd be fine with it. It feels like he's a good player. I would give him maybe a B grade, assuming he's the 3rd cornerback off the board at that point. From Chris Romero, who is the most overrated player in the NFL draft? The guy that I have the most overrated player as relative to everyone else is probably someone like a Gregory Rousseau. I'm not that high on Tyson Campbell, the Georgia corner. Underrated. I like Bobby Brown from A&M a lot. I think he's a good sleeper pick there. I would throw in someone like let's go defense again here. I actually liked Ronnie Perkins a lot. I think I'm going to be higher on him than most people. That's the edge rusher from Oklahoma. From Lil G, Dallas, should the Cowboys take Jaycee Horn? If Surtain is off the board, sure. But he's my number 2 corner after Caleb Farley's injury. So I would not take him over Surtain, although the grades are not that different, and both of them have first-round values for me. So open to it, but would not be my preferred pick if I were the Dallas Cowboys. So I got Surtain 1, Horn 2, Newsome 3, and then Farley 4 after his injury. If the Jags pick up Kadarius Toney at 25, is that a top 5 receiver unit? I mean, probably not, because you have Laviska Shenault and DJ Chark. Toney would be your 3. You also have Marvin Jones, so maybe Toney's your 4. I think depth-wise, yes. Also, I think Shenault plays the Kadarius Toney role. So I don't think you need both of those guys if you're the Jacksonville Jags. From Joe, is this a possible scenario? If so, how far do you think that has to go? Cowboys trade back to get an extra first next year and also land Farley. I think either a team like the Patriots or Bears come up and get a quarterback. That is the scenario in which you get a future first from a team in a trade. From the RMB Bros, should the Niners trade up and take one of the top 3 quarterbacks? Najee Harris, or running backs. Najee Harris, I'm thinking quarterbacks here for my answer. Najee Harris, Travis Etienne, or Javonte Williams. Look, they're both great players, or all 3 of them are. I don't think Harris or Javonte are that great of fits in the offense. And the other problem is this, from the San Francisco perspective. How are you getting up there? Because if you're getting really far up, the Niners do have pick 43, and their next pick after that, as it relates to their previous moves with no future first-round picks, they don't have the draft capital to go up. They have a 4th-round pick, which gets them a little bit higher. So, no, I don't think the Niners are going to move up and also go get a running back in round 2. Like, I don't think that's a path that they're going to really pursue as it relates to the NFL. So I don't think they should. I'm not giving up my haul also for a back. We actually did this question earlier from Joey on Caleb Farley. To Angry Helicopter now. Will Kenny Golladay have 1,200 yards or higher? Oh, good question. I'm going to operate like he is fully healthy for an entire season. So that gives him the maximum 17 games now to do it. That would be a career high for Caleb Farley. Or for Kenny Golladay. Why am I saying Farley there? I'm so stupid. Kenny Golladay. I'm going to go with no. I'll take the just under in that area. From Stephan Remer. Wow, what am I doing? Will the Packers get deals done with Rodgers and Adams? Devontae Adams? Probably. We'll see on Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if that's what they're going to pursue. They are keeping that door open for a possible moving on in the future from Aaron Rodgers.